Hi, welcome back to my sewing vlog, The Seaside Sewist. A bit of a different vlog today. I've got you on like a little thing where I can move you around, so it's either going to be annoying or it's really going to work. Today is Sunday the 22nd of October. And I'm just going to do kind of a week in the life. So I've got all day today to get on with some sewing things that I need to do, which I'll speak to you about in a minute. The big thing of the weekend is that I was meant to be at Sew Brum yesterday. And to cut a long story short, I went halfway and I had to come back again. We booked to go to Sew Brum, myself and the Socialites, which is the little sewing group that I'm in. We booked it months ago. 4 of the 6 ladies that were going to travel there on the day, and myself and another lady were going to stay over in the city centre the night before, have something to eat, and then be ready for Sew Brum the next morning. One of the ladies got COVID and ended up in hospital and just still didn't feel well enough to attend, and she was bringing a friend with her. Another one of the ladies ended up having a foot operation, so then we were down to 3. And then on the Friday night, the lady that I was going to be staying over with, she ended up in hospital. I think she's on the road to recovery now, so get well soon, Dawn. So that kind of like threw it all up into the air, really. So one of my other friends, Julia, she was going to travel to Nottingham on the morning, and I said, look, do you want to come and stay over? We can go out for something to eat the night before, and she was all up for it. So I got up on Friday, and it was the horrendous storm that we've been having here in the UK. But I made the decision to still go along with it. So I got the train at 11 o'clock from where I live and did the first half of my journey to Leeds. I was then meant to go from Leeds to Birmingham, get there about 4 o'clock. When I got to Leeds station, they were literally just cancelling trains all over the place, and it was chaos. So I know I made the right decision now, but I then made the decision to literally just get back on the train and go back home. So I messaged Julia and I just said, look, this isn't worth it. You know, I don't know how bad this storm's going to be. Am I then going to end up stuck in Birmingham tomorrow if it gets worse? It just wasn't worth it. So she was, yeah, that's fine. And she actually then went to get out of her village and couldn't get out because of the floods anyway. So I'm glad I made the decision that I did. So I did a lovely 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock round trip to Leeds station. Didn't even go out of the station for vegan sausage roll and a cup of tea. So that was fun. So that was that day. So I've gained a couple of days. I had just a lovely day with my husband yesterday, and we ended up going out for lunch. And then I've got up today, which is Sunday, and he's gone off to do his own thing for the day. So I'm going to get a load of sewing done. So I've started my Christmas presents. So I'm wanting to get at least one of those finished today. I've got some Etsy orders are starting to come through now for like the Christmas rush. And just things that I wanted to make for myself as well. So we've got till about 4 or 5 o'clock tonight to do what I can do, and I think it's about 11 o'clock. So I'm just going to finish off an Etsy order first, and it is on some Liberty buttons, so I'll show you where I'm up to with that. So as I said, I'm working on some Etsy orders, and I have an order for some Liberty buttons that I make, so I'm just going to show you quickly how I make those. So this person has ordered Betsy Pink, so you get 6 Liberty buttons for £6, and these are on my Etsy shop. The link is in my bio. And then the next customer has ordered this pattern, which I'm not sure what it's called now. So they've ordered that one, and then they've ordered some Betsy Blue. So I've done 2 of the Betsy Blue, and then I've got 4 left to do. So I'm just going to show you how I make those. So you buy these, I buy these on eBay, and you literally get the button that you're going to cover, and then the little disc to put in the back of it there. So I buy the Liberty fabrics as a fat quarter, and all I literally do is turn it over. So you can see I've made one there. Turn it over. I use one of these, I think these are from Hemline, and you can make all different size buttons. So you literally put the button into here, and this is the size that I'm using, which is the 15mm. So I just put that underneath the fabric, trying to utilize as much of the fabric as possible. You then put your button in and push it down so that the button is then right in to there. I then trim it off by just grabbing that and then sort of cutting off right at the rubber part there. So now you're left with that bit. You can sort of see that middle bit there. So what I tend to do is use like the end of my scissors just to sort of tuck everything over into the middle. Then I get my disc, put that over the top, and if I can see that I've got any little bits and bobs that I think are going to be a problem, I literally just get the end of a pin and just pop all the edges in. Then you get this part and you press it in, and then you press out your button and just check that you're happy with everything. It is quite easy to sort of get your nail back underneath there and lift that forward if some of the pieces haven't gone on there. So I'm just going to make the other 3. So I'll show you again how that was done. Just make sure you've got enough of the fabric. Press it down. Cut it off. Just use your scissors there to tuck it in a bit. Pop that on. Use your pin just to tuck some of the pieces in you think might not have caught. And down. There's another one. So I'm just going to show you how I pack up an order. Because it's the autumn, I've got some autumn packaging going on. So I've got these little orange paper bags. So the Betsy Pink was got for one customer. Pop them in there. Turn that over, and then we've got these little stickers that say thank you, and they've got on an autumnal theme. So that was just one customer's order, so I'm just going to pop this into this little box with one of my branded cards there, and an autumnal tea bag, what it's called then. Oh, you can tell I don't film like this very often, can't you? I'm a bit all over the place. So that goes into there. So these, I get my packaging from a place called Happy Pack. Happy Pack, which is based in the UK, and they are really good, really speedy. So then I've got orange themed polythene tag. It's just going to go into there, and this will go as a large letter. It's the right dimensions for a large letter, even though it's like a little hard package. So that is that one done. I just need the name and address on that one. And then the other customer had the pink ones, 5, 6. So they go into a bag. A little thank you sticker on. And then they also went for the Betsy Blue that you've just watched me make. 6 of them. Put them into 2 bags just to, it's like 2 products that they've bought really. Another sticker. So they've got 2 packages, a tea bag, and the thank you for your order. And those are small enough packages for me to just literally be able to walk around the corner to post in just a Royal Mail post box. If this box decides to behave itself. Alright, so there we go. And at the beginning of December, I had some Christmas packaging that we can use. There we go, there are a couple of orders, and because I haven't printed out the postage yet, I need to differentiate that this was the one with 2 in, so I'm just going to put number 2 on there, and then I can just stick the label over the top when I get a chance. I'm having loads of fun with this tripod-y light thing, so you actually stood on top of my sewing machine cover thing, but so you're a bit further down than usual, but it's fine. So you've just watched me do some Etsy orders. They were quite easy. I do have a couple of sewing machine covers that I got through yesterday, but I've run out of ribbon, so later on in the week when I make those, I'll take you through a bit of that as well. So on Wednesday next week, I am going to my friend's she's a teacher, so it's half term. We're going to have a bit of a catch up, but I'm going to try and get her kids' birthday presents, Christmas presents done for then, so I can take them, so it's out of the way, because I won't see her again before Christmas. Now, a few years ago, when she only had one little boy, she asked me to make some Christmas stockings, a mummy, a daddy, and one with his name on, which is Milo. Since then, she's had another baby, and he doesn't have a stocking, so she's asked me to make a stocking. So I've nearly finished that. So she requested this what they're called, gingerbread men. So gingerbread men and candy canes. It's lined exactly the same, with the same in there, and then I've just put a red cuff on and then embroidered his name on, Finn. That embroidery is a lot better than the ones I made before, but it's not fantastic, but she'll love it. So all I need to do now is put on a loop of ribbon so they can hang it up, and I'm just going to attach that using a button. So I'm going to do that, and I'm then going to, so this is where I'm up to with this. I'm making them a pair of pomegranate pyjamas each for Christmas from Sew Over It. Now I've done both of the trousers. I don't even know whether this is the larger one or the smaller one. So one is 3 to 4. No, one's 2 to 3 and one's 4 to 5. So I've finished the trousers. I think this is the bigger one, but I do need to put in a label at the back, so that I can, so that is the back there, but I need to differentiate that, so I need to put a couple of little labels in. I think these will take me most of the day to finish, but I've done both trousers and I've nearly finished one of the tops, which is this. I kind of try and show you as best I can. So we've got the sleeves in and they're hemmed. We've got all the bottom is hemmed. I'm not a massive fan of the construction of this. After making a few shirts, I know it doesn't have a yoke, a back yoke, but these facings are just open. Now I know when you put the buttons on and the buttonholes, that will anchor it down a bit, but I might put a few invisible stitches in because I'm not particularly happy with that. And then the way that the shoulder bit is finished, which I haven't done yet, you literally turn the facing over and hand stitch it in. It's not my favourite pattern, unfortunately, but it's doing the job. So I've got a whole other top to make, the buttons and buttonholes to do on both of them, and the labels to put in. But then what I wanted to do was to use, I've got some scraps left, I just want to make a couple of little tiny drawstring bags and then put some chocolate coins in, and then they've got a book each as well. So that is my priority today, to get their stuff finished so I can take it. So if I don't get anything else done, then I'll be happy with that. So I am going to go and make a cup of tea, because I did have one. I don't know about anybody else when you are sewing. I can't even show you, like, I didn't even have half of that cup of tea and it's gone cold. And I don't have milk in, so it stays hotter longer, but it still went cold. So I'm going to make a fresh cup of tea. I'm going to get my iPad and probably continue watching Harry Potter, because I can just have that on in the background rather than watching YouTube where I'm wanting to actually concentrate on what the person is talking about. I prefer just to have like Harry Potter on in the background, just going through Harry Potter. So I'm not going to sort of film myself making the pyjamas, but when I come to things like, I'm quite new to sewing buttons on with my sewing machine, I might show you that bit. But for now, I'm going to go make a cup of tea because I'm ready for one, and tea is going to get me through the day. Is anybody else like me, just totally holds their breath when they're doing buttonholes? So I think these are a lovely, neat little buttonhole. So they're spaced out, but then it's kind of told you to put one like quite close to that, but it's at the top, so that one a bit dodgy. This fabric has frayed quite badly, so I'm going to use this Prim Fray Check, which you literally just like paint on. So I'll show you how to do that. So it's just got like an end like this, and then you just squeeze it. Can't squeeze it. Oh, there. So some's coming out, so you literally just like coat it on there and leave it to dry, and then when it's done, it's then you can open the buttonholes up, and it just means that the middle of the fabric doesn't fray, because I think this one really would, because it has just frayed quite badly while I've been sewing with it, so I think it's a good idea to do that. We've done them all, so I'm actually going to leave that to dry and get on with the other top before I show you how I do the buttons on the sewing machine. So again, we've got I actually took the foot off and put it back in that way again, so we just need to check that that is going to go through both holes, and press go and go again. So I'm in from work, it's Monday night, and this is a bag pattern that I'm using to make a bag for my mum for Christmas. So I still can't pronounce it, it's like Teluhe. So I've cut all the pieces out, but it's really good because on each piece you've kind of got this little bit that you clip to it once you've cut it out, so you know what the piece is, because there's some pieces that are quite similar to each other. So if you can hear that noise in the background, that is the bath running. I've had my tea. I am going to have a bath and then get my fabric out for this and start cutting it out. I'm quite nervous though. So these are the main fabrics that I'm going to cut out. I've got a faux leather, I've got a cork with like a multicolour in, and then I've got this for the lining, but I'm not sure whether it's going to be enough, but we will soon find out. So wish me luck. I will come back to you when I've cut out, because I think I need to concentrate. Right, well that took quite a while, so I've cut out all the pieces that I think that I need. So at the top there we've got the slip pocket, so I'm having cork on the outside of that, and then the lining wasn't wide enough that I'd chosen the stripy one, so I've chosen this like tropical print, which I think is lovely. What I do like about it is the fact that there's all like these little pieces now that you can then clip onto the fabric or pieces, so that you're not going to lose what it is, because a lot of them look similar, a lot of them look the same. This is the strap front, right? The only thing that I was a little bit annoyed about was where is it? Let me just get it, it's just over here. So this is the webbing that I'm using, but what you do is you also have like a fabric on the front of it, so this sort of gets turned over like this, and then you sort of stitch it on the front there. But there's no pattern piece for this bit, but there's no instructions on how wide to cut it, so I've just had to sort of cut it. What did I think, 4 centimetres? I've had to cut it for 4 centimetres, so that I think that that'll turn over okay. So I'm a little bit annoyed about that. I sort of had to make that up as I went along, and even looking at the YouTube video, it didn't make it clear. So I'm going to clip all them little pieces on, and then I'm going to put it away for tonight because it's about 9:45, and I need to start this when I've got a good couple of hours to give it a good start. But I'm quite excited about starting it. So today is Wednesday the 25th of October. It is my day off today. It's the only day off that I get this week because I took 3 the week before to go to Sobrun, which I never got to. So I'm going out for lunch with my friend into like a little, she lives in a place called Yarm, which is, it's a town within Middlesbrough, but it's got like a little market town. It's got some nice little shops, and we're going to go for lunch. But I've got about 20-25 minutes before I need to set off, so I'm going to make a start on my Jessie coat again. So I'm just going to try and find the pattern on here just to show you. So it's this pattern here by Sew Over It, and it's a cardigan, but what I've done, I've sized right down to like the smallest size because I don't want it to be oversized, I want it to be quite fitted. So I'm gonna start with that. I've cut it out the other night, so these are my cotton pockets that I've used from a fat quarter, and then the fabric that I'm using is this oiled wool that was on sale in First for Fabrics when we went the other week, with these, so it's black with like these grey big dots on. So I'm going to see what the first step is and maybe just do a couple of steps before I go out today. So the first step is actually saying just to stay stitch that white bit there, and then overlock the edge on one of them. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back to you and show you what I have done. So I've done a few little steps there in 10 minutes. That really does help me sometimes, just like 10 minutes, half an hour of a few things. So I have stay stitched where it's said, and I've overlocked the edge. So this is one of the facing pieces. So we've done 2 facings. We have done the stay stitch on the 2 front pieces. Done 2 of those, and then it's said to overlock the shoulder seams on the back piece, so I've done that as well. The next step is the pockets. So with right sides together, align a pocket bag with the corresponding front piece at the side seam, matching the notches indicated on the pattern. Pin in place, stitch between the notches only, making sure to back stitch. So last time I put pockets on something, I put them on the wrong sides of the front, so I'm going to leave it there for now. Pack up, get going, and if I can take some footage in Yarm or for lunch, I will do so, and then I will insert it. Yep, it's a horrible rainy day outside, so we will not be walking into Yarm as we said first off, but that is fine. Yeah, I think so. Hi, it is Friday the 27th of October and I've come on to show you a little bit of a haul. I've just got in from work, the bath is running, so I thought I would just pop on to show you what I bought from a company called Alice Caroline, who specialises in Liberty fabrics. So when I didn't get to sew Brum last weekend, I went on the Guthrie and Garney website to order this fabric and there wasn't enough left, so I bought it from this company. So I have bought this amazing Liberty called 12 Days of Christmas, and this is to make a Christmas dress. I'm thinking the Marnie, so it's 12 Days of Christmas, so you've got things like 8 drummers drumming, are they drums? No, sorry, they're milk pails. 8 maids of milking, 10 drummers drumming. But the colours are amazing, and it's like very Morris-esque. So I've got 2 meters of that, and then I bought a meter of this new one, just because I thought it was amazing. It's called Neptune. Again, it's quite Morris, but just look at the detail in that. So you've got like Neptune, then all the sea creatures, and I just think it's amazing. The lovely blue colours. So I got that, and then I got this lovely little kit, Evening Star Cushion, and you get the fabric in the back to make it. So some more Liberty. So I'll enjoy doing that in the new year when I'm looking for a different project to work on. So let me know if you've enjoyed a week in the life. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me, and if you want to give me a little bit of support, I do have a Ko-fi account listed in the description box below, so please buy me a virtual coffee if you like. Until next time.